Hi everybody, my name is Rhys Barber. I'm the audiologist here at Audiology Associates. We upload new earwax removal videos every Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 9 PM UK time, so please consider subscribing. Hi everybody, this is Rhys Barber from Audiology Associates. Thank you very much for watching our video today. We had a few patients come through recently with a mixture of either dry skin issues or keratosis obturans, so we thought we'd do a compilation video. So there are 3 patients in this video. This first gentleman's come through. You can see we've got a ring of dry skin with a little bit of wax, it looks like, sitting behind it. So we're using the standard size Zollner tube to get a grip on that dry skin first of all, and just manoeuvre it off the canal wall. And then we're going to use the crocodile forceps here just to get a grip on that skin. Try and pull it forwards a little bit, and you can see it's starting to pull much deeper skin forward. So we've got rid of that first section. Just working in the canal now, entrance to the canal, just to get this next piece. Here you can see that long ribbon of dry skin coming away. Just pulling the next section forward, so we'll just grab that with the forceps. Now we get into that deeper section of wax, so you can just see it coming out of the canal there. So we'll just grab that. Let's see, just broke a little piece away there. Using the suction now just to get a better grip on it and bring it out just that little bit further. So this is the wax you can see here has been trapped behind that dry skin. It's actually a bit of dry skin in here as well. So just an overproduction of skin in the ear canal basically here. Trapping a lot of this debris behind it. There we are. And a little bit of the entrance there, so we'll get rid of that. There, that's gone. So I wanted to show you that we've got 2 pieces of wax here. One actually on the drum, but the second piece there is actually on the canal wall. So I'm going to concentrate on removing this piece off the drum. The piece on the canal wall, it's going to come out with baths and showers, and it would be quite uncomfortable to get it from that top section. So we're just going to concentrate on getting the piece that would be problematic as far as hearing is concerned. So using the fine end here, just to grab that. There we go. And take that away. And there we are. Drum itself looks good. So this is the same patient now with the second ear. So you can see a much longer, drier piece of wax on this side and skin all mixed together. So this piece you can see at the front of the camera there, that's a piece of dry skin. So we're just going to touch on that with the suction tube just to try and get rid of that first of all. You can see it's quite angular, it's quite hard, difficult to get a good grip on. So we're going to use the crocodile forceps now again, just to go and pinch. There we are, bring that out. There we go. You see it all connected together with one long ribbon of dry skin, that bit of wax at the end there. You see one last flake of dry skin at the rear of the canal, just in front of the eardrum here. Now what you'll notice with this, lots of people that talk about keratosis obturans and they talk about the overproduction of skin. Watch as we lift this piece of wax. Now you see the bottom is free but the top is held. And it's held there, okay, so it's actually attached to the very, very top portion of the eardrum, but only very loosely, so we can take this away quite effectively. If sometimes what you get with keratosis obturans and overproduction of skin is that you get the skin actually coming away from the drum but still quite firmly attached, which you're going to see in a video a bit later on in this compilation. So that would be difficult to remove that skin because it's so firmly attached to the eardrum. You've seen us do peels from eardrums before, but that's loose debris on top of the eardrum, but this is actually skin physically attached to the drum. So by peeling something like that away, if it's very firmly attached, it's going to cause a few problems. But you can see that that eardrum looks nice and healthy. This is what we removed, so you can see that in centimetres there, and we'll have it in inches. There you go. Okay, so second patient in the compilation. This gentleman's been coming through with really kind of blocked up ears. You can feel there's something in there moving around. So we've got quite a large plug here. So we just use the standard size Zollner tube just to grab this bit of skin here, see if we can loosen it. It's actually quite firm, so the skin's actually toughened, which does tend to happen a little bit with these. When skin detaches from the canal, it hardens. It goes kind of leathery, for want of a better word, really. So it's very difficult to get this out sometimes with suction. So I'm just preparing it for using a different tool. So just loosening it off the canal walls first of all. There we are. So we can go in then with the crocodile forceps. It's quite a nice shape, this one. There's a bit of a dent in the middle, so it allows us to get a good grip with the forceps there. You can see the whole thing starting to move. Just trying to get a more secure grip. There we go. And there it all comes out. So it's a skin plug there. Little bits of loose wax then behind that skin plug. So we're just going to lift this away. Just stuck at the entrance of the canal there. Just wiggling it up and down just to get it out. Okay, now can you see this section at the bottom here? Now you can see this is attached to the actual drum there. So if you go in and we try to take this away, we run the risk of peeling and actually rupturing part of the drum. So I'm going to leave that there. I'm not going to take that away. So I want to, obviously you can see it does grow away from the drum, and that's what we need for it to do, is grow away and detach. But as it is at the moment, it's too firmly attached there to get rid of. So we've got a mixture of skin and wax on this side as well. See, it looks quite a hardened plug again. Bit of a gap above this one, so not so much of a hearing issue on this side, but just because of the way it had formed on the other ear, I thought it best to remove this at the same time. So crocodile forceps going in again. See it unraveling. Long strips of skin again. So we're just going to do the same thing now, just grab this. Sometimes we're lucky and it'll peel away in a very long strip. There is a video, I think, where we get an 11 centimeter piece of skin that comes away. I'll try and pop a link up in the top right corner for that one for you. But you can see it all just starting to move out to the canal now. There we go, another long strip. Can you see as it's pulling away, it's pulling, everything's attached to it. So a little flap of dry skin here at the entrance to the canal. So let's get rid of that at the same time. There you go. Out it comes. Much drier, harder bit of skin that. Oh, just brought another piece out with it, so we'll get rid of that out to the entrance as well. There we go. Right, now when we take a look at this eardrum, you can see the same things happened here. This is one long strip of skin here, but it's attached top and bottom to the drum. So if we try and take that piece away, it's just going to rupture top and bottom, or you run the risk of it tearing through those very thin layers of skin. So I'd rather leave it, let it grow away from the drum, detach, and then we can take it away safely. So this is our last patient. You can see the white fluffy blobs there in the centre of the screen. Now, this gentleman, just to give you a bit of backstory, is absolutely petrified of having his ears cleaned out. He's had some really bad experiences with various different practitioners over the years. Very, very nervous gentleman. Very unwilling to have suction done. So he has had tools used before to remove these skin layers. Just to give you some idea of how quickly this is built up, this gentleman came to see us 3 months ago, so just give you some idea of how quickly this builds up. The white fluffy bits you can see, I was unsure whether that was actually a fungal infection or whether it was Q-tip use, but the gentleman did reassure me he's been using Q-tips a lot to try and clean his ears. So I promised that we would only use suction as a last resort to help with this gentleman. But what we can see is this is classic keratosis obturans. So layer upon layer of thickened, overproduced skin in the canal. I'm having to use the crocodile forceps because when I'm using the Jobson horn, it's just clicking over the top. It's just flicking this back and forth. It's not really getting the grip I need, because if you imagine this is one big ball of skin, that's wrapped around itself and can sometimes still be physically attached to the canal wall. So as I'm trying to put pressure on it and move it forwards, I'm trying to do that without causing the patient any distress, because obviously they are very, very nervous. So I don't want to go scraping along canal walls with this gent if I can help it. So I'm just trying to use the crocodile forceps as much as I possibly can, just to try and clear this out. So trying to get under a leading edge at the moment, to try and get a good grip. Normally we'd use a variety of different tools to go in here, suction, everything else to tidy, maneuver, and then use the crocodile forceps or Jobson horn to remove it the rest of the way. But because we're limited in what the patient will tolerate and with the patient's wishes, it just means that we're going to be struggling a little bit. So we're going to use the same tool repeatedly then. So what has effectively happened is the skin's been overproduced. Then gentleman's complicated things a little bit by using cotton buds. So what he's done then is pushed a lot of this and compacted it together, which is a little bit more problematic for us, because obviously we want this towards the outer part of the ear canal if possible, and for normally you'd be able to unravel it with longer strips. So because it's been compacted and compressed together, it's formed this really hardened, tough skin layer up in here, which we're just trying to break through, whilst also being very conscious of the canal walls really. So a little bit more fiddly to carry out. Can be done, but a little bit more fiddly. There we go. So just peeling little pieces away at the moment. You can see it where it lifts in these bigger flaps. Look, there you go. That's what it should be coming out like, these longer peels. But as you can see, where it's being compressed together, we're getting a leading edge, but as we're pulling it, it's just tearing through, unfortunately. We're starting to see a bit of white in there now. So what I think has happened is this gent has compacted the wax, but actually left, or skin I should say, but left some of the cotton bud behind in there, which is what this white fluffy stuff you can see. We've got a better view of it now. We cleaned the camera off a little bit. At the bottom of the screen, just below the forceps, that white section there is actually part of, there you go, is actually part of the cotton bud that's been left in here. So not only do we have very hardened up skin, we've also got debris in here as well, and foreign objects that need to come away. So not the easiest of removals, because you're just trying to get a grip on some of this cotton fluff. See how tough this is? It just bends and breaks away. It's very difficult. Normally we wouldn't use the crocodile forceps to do the entire removal. We'd switch a bit, but you know, I'm really want to use the suction and other tools as little as I possibly can. You can see that debris in there as well. This is actually one film here that debris is sitting on top of. So one big piece of like a plate of wax underneath all that. Just using the edge of the crocodile forceps to very gently lift. There we go. You can see as we're lifting, it's flicking back down again. It's not the easiest. So after a little bit of persuasion, the patient allowed me to use suction just to try and tidy some of this up, and just to start peeling some of it away from the canal walls, which is going to make it easier to use the other tools in here. So we've lifted that flap from the side, just trying to really loosen the edges. We stand a better chance if we can detach this from the canal walls. We stand a much better chance of getting this out in one piece if possible, which is what we're using the suction to do at the moment. So back in with the crocodile forceps. Now you can see we've got that leading edge there. Just gently pulling this away from the deeper section. You can see how we've loosened it. Look, it's starting to move as one piece. Aiming to get behind. Obviously we are very close to the drum here, so just trying to be as gentle as we possibly can. Very frustrating extraction to do this one, because you can see the pieces, you can see how they move, but they don't want to come away in one piece. And I'm trying to keep this last piece in one section if I can, because I'm not going to be able to clear the eardrum because this patient's very nervous. There you go. So what you can see here, there's a flap up to the right hand side there. There's a little piece at the bottom of the eardrum. Now I can clear this top piece here quite effectively, and we should be able to peel some of this dead skin away from the drum. Normally I would go in and clean the drum afterwards, but because this patient is very nervous about having suction done, I don't want to be going in there and poking around near the eardrum. So we're just going to let that last little bit come away of its own accord. But this is what we removed just from one ear. So you can see, and all this is built up in the last 3 months. So very fast producing skin.
Thank you very much for watching our video today. If you did enjoy the video, then please like. If you're not subscribed already and you'd like to do so, you can click the subscribe button here. If you'd like to check out some more of our videos, they're also up there. Now, if you want to follow us, you can do on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and also check our website if you want to know a little bit more about us. As always, guys, until the next time, take care.